In today's show, we are taking a look at the DC multiverse Owlman from McFarlane Toys, the Crime Syndicate. Stay tuned. Guys, welcome back to the show. Welcome back. Man, am I full of excitement lately with a lot of the figures, and this one is no exception. This is amazing. We finally got an Earth -3 Owlman. We all know that this is not Bruce Wayne. This is his older brother, Thomas Wayne, who the Wayne on their world are corrupt, and we know that he became Owlman after Bruce and Martha and Thomas Sr. Were murdered. We're going to jump right in, but we got a lot of housekeeping. We've got a lot to talk about, starting, not only with the housekeeping, the accessories, but the STARRO figure, which we'll get to it right now. Let's just begin by eliminating some things. We've got the parasite, or the STARRO figure parasites that'll go around the chest. And guys, last video that I did of this wave of Superwoman, I never put that on her chest, so I brought her in today's show. Either way, she's in here to make Ultraman jealous as she messes around with Thomas. We'll get to it. Beautiful details on this. McFarlane, these are very much welcome as an accessory. Get a couple of these, put these on a stand, on a green screen or blue screen, and you guys can make an army flying out with these things. Fantastic. I'm excited that we got this. Let's get the boring stuff also out of the way. Thank you for the stand, McFarlane. Sometimes not needed, sometimes they come handy. We got a lot of those. Probably need to melt those and make probably a statue or something. Now, we'll get to the card. Very important, guys. I'm going to get this out of the way so you guys can see it. These things, this one's a little stiff when I got it out of the box, but this one here is definitely more pliable, definitely more bendy. We'll talk about the STARRO in a couple of minutes, just so I can give you my thoughts and my warning. Last but not least, you guys know that I love me some toy photography, but honestly, as I looked before I started the show, I can't tell if this is a toy photography. I can't tell what it is. So, it looks like it's a 3D, but nevertheless, let's take a look at the card. All right, let's jump into the figure. Let's take a look here. As I reach in, let's take a look at this bad boy. A lot of you, again, continue with McFarlane. You didn't do the color schemes. You didn't. Guys, if you know how to customize, don't complain. Either way, when you do get it, you're going to add your own flavor to it. So why whine? McFarlane gives you, an open canvas. For me, if I didn't see other videos that there's customization, for me, this is just perfect the way he looks. I can't say that I wouldn't want to change some things. I don't like the yellow or the owl logo. I would have preferred just a plate there and no logo, even on the belt. But that's okay. I like the way this figure looks. I've seen some of you doing like the Crisis on Two Earths, the gray. Not feeling it. I prefer this look, the dark look. I mean, this guy's in the shadows. We don't need anything else standing out. But overall, I was messing around with the articulation. Let's look at the cape, because the cape, I found it interesting. It looks like feathering, and it's a pliable plastic made to look like leather. Love the fact that it's static. It just curves in here. And I did see the channel Ink Drop Customs. He made a custom cape for it, and that's fantastic. Again, I'm not as talented as that guy is. That guy's phenomenal. But I'm very pleased with this cape. So if I get myself another figure, it's just to have it in my collection and for filmmaking. But other than that, I'm not going to even bother to even touch this guy for nothing. Love everything. I like this color scheme. It's dark. It's definitely fantastic. And I'm going to take a closer look because I do have the Crime Syndicate Omnibus, which I'll leave a link for it if you guys want to get it in there. But man, overall, let's just look at this. This just looks phenomenal. Look at the hands. Look at, they're almost you know, like talons on there. And talking about talons, I think McFarlane, to be honest, because the timing is just perfect, I think he was pressured into releasing a talent figure, the Court of Owls, because people have been pressuring him to get it and put it out there, or people were going to grab this and probably make one. I wouldn't, again, there's so many talented people out there. I wouldn't put it past them if they actually grabbed this guy and made that. But let's take a look at some of the, look at that. Look at the fabric and the uniform, the knee pads. You know, if I do something, I'll probably just pay attention to how it looks in the actual graphic novel and see how it looks. Maybe give it a wash on there carefully just to highlight some of the uniform on there if I do that. If not, I'll just leave them alone. Again, for 20 bucks, guys, you can't beat that with an ugly stick. I don't care what guys out there. And believe it or not, guys, you've got guys out there who are getting these action figures for free from McFarlane and are still whining that it's not good looking, or it's not great, or there's a scuff, or there's this. You know, again, I'm grateful if McFarlane reaches out to me after all the videos I've done and he starts sending to him. And if I find a default on one of the figures, I'll let him know personally on it. And I'll definitely, you know, share my thoughts. But overall, guys, love this guy. I went on a rant there for you, so forgive me. Definitely we'll start looking at the articulations in a couple of minutes because he doesn't come with any weapons. Most of the accessories are having to do with STARRO. So let's get this out of the way before we begin the articulation. He is falling at least all over the place, so let me get him there. So brought her into the show because, believe it or not, in the graphic novel or the omnibus, she's already dating Ultraman, but she's messing around with this guy to make Ultraman upset and pissed off on the butt. In Crisis on Two Earths, the animation, we show when she's messing around with Batman when he crosses over, her flirting and messing around with him, but she's dating Owlman. And I really, honestly, guys, in the animation, I don't like the way he looks. But I will tell you guys that I love the fact that this is Bruce Wayne's older brother. Love the fact that they fight and they go at it, and this guy definitely overpowers Bruce. So that's something that I love. So with that said, we're going to take this fella right here, because I told you in the last video with Superwoman that how it fits. I'm going to put it on her. Yes, I'm going to bring her off camera. Then I'll bring her in with the parasite on her. And you can mismatch it because according to what I've seen, they're all a little different, all the parasites. And there she is wearing it. So I owe you that much, guys, with that. Fantastic. Okay, Superwoman, we don't need you in here distracting my viewers. I'm going to get you out of here. Let's bring Thomas in, or Owlman. Man, I can't help to say, but what a fantastic job McFarlane did with this line. And I will say, guys, to pick this guy up, these are Target exclusive, which is the stupidity that I hate. I hate having to wait every 3 months or every 2 months for the next figure. I can't wait for the last figure so we can get STARRO out there. I can't wait to see what you guys are doing out there with him. So you guys can see he looks fantastic with that. I'm going to take him off, bring him out here. Now, I'm going to jump into the articulation portion of the show, and then we're going to look at the STARRO because I have to forewarn all of you guys. Let's take a look. I didn't mess around. First time looking at it. The only thing I did getting him out of the box was move the arm, and we'll take a look at that now. It is still a little stiff. So his head can turn this way and that way. So you guys can see not much. Yeah, actually we do get him to look up, which is phenomenal. To look down. So definitely it's fantastic articulation on the head. As far as the arm, I always start with this arm here. It is a little stiff, but he does go up this way. He's got bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. So we definitely, and this is a nice little pleather of faux plastic that makes it look like leather. So he definitely, there is nothing stopping you from moving the arm. He's on that ball socket there, that butterfly joint that you can see there. You guys are able to see it. We've got the waist articulation. Fantastic ab crunch. We got it that far. We got that far, as you guys can see there. So, with that said, we've got the McFarlane mechanism. We got that far out. Not much in the thigh swivel and no cut there. We got the double jointed knees, guys. And like I said in my last video with the flash, lately McFarlane has been sculpting, which is fantastic because there is an improvement with that socket. Would have preferred the whole boot, but he's actually now on that ball joint sculpting the boot or the wrinkles in there just to hide it a little better. But we get that, and as you guys can hear, it's on that ball joint that has the ratchet system that I love. Doesn't wear out. And last but not least, we've got the toe articulation. So I'm going to put him all the way back here because I have a feeling he's going to fall. We're going to bring in STARRO, or whatever the hell he's called. As you guys know, I think I might try to customize this guy. I'll probably give him like a bubblegum pink in some of the crevices. I'm going to take a look at some pictures online to see what it looks like. I know there's probably guys out there who probably got already the 4th figure and have already completed. I'm going to warn you guys. As you guys can see, I've already put the top. It is a locking mechanism. It's not going to come out. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead, because these are the joints of it. They'll go in here. I already put the top to experiment. So on this show here, guys, I think I'm going to wait until the last piece comes in, until we put them in, and I'll do probably like a very short part 1 and part 2 video. So I'm not going to lock, well, you know what? Let me lock in one and I'll leave the other one out, and I'll work around it as I learn how to customize. But you guys can see it goes in there, and this little hinge here is the locking mechanism. And guys, if you're going to be customizing or learning how to customize, once you put this guy in there, there's no getting him out. So let's put this in here. Wow, do I have the wrong side? I guess I guess I got the wrong side. Oops. So anyways, you heard that, you heard the snap. It's in there. And you know what? I'm not going to force it out. So I'm going to leave the last piece, this piece here, and the bottom piece out. And the faceplate, guys, not going to put them in there because, as you heard, once you get them in there, I think it's a pain in the butt to get it out, and you'll probably damage the figure. So we're going to wait until the last piece comes out. So with that said, guys, with this fantastic figure, there's no other accessories. Would have liked some weapons or anything like that. But I'm going to mention my friend Bones again, who customized and did something for him, and I'll add him in the video there. And no, guys, this show's not sponsored by Bones. That's not why I'm giving him so many shout outs or anything like that. It's just that he's already reviewed some of this guy and he's already done some stuff with him. So I like to at least give credit where credit is due in some of the work. So, you know, share with me in the comments if this is something that you're going to definitely be picking up. Like I said, it's every 2 months, which I hate that stupidity. You know, we didn't even lift this to look at that. It's just overall fantastic, man. I just love the way this guy looks. I'm glad they didn't go with the gray around the face. I'm not trying to be canon. I'm trying to be what makes it look cool and makes it look functional. Kind of like consider me, guys, a Christopher Nolan of the action figures. Functional like he did with Batman Begins. So, with that said, guys, I don't have anything else for this figure other than the fact that you can hear in my voice the excitement I have with this. on there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. If you like the video, share the video. If you like it, hit the like button, ring the bell. Most importantly, guys, you know I tell you, let's grow the channel. Subscribe to it. Reach out to me on the Instagram. Reach out to me in the Twitters, which I'm sure you saw the bumper at the beginning of the video. With that said, guys, I have no further review for this character. So guess what, guys? This is Red, and I am jumping out.